Hi, I'm Andy Mack from M Audio. I'm down here with GAK and we're going to do a walkthrough of the new Trigger Finger Pro, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to do professional electronic production with this amazing controller. Now seeing the demo, what I'm going to do is give you a walkthrough of the product and how the software integrates with the hardware and some of the amazing features inside with air drums, with the Arsenal sound management system, and with Hybrid 3, which is a virtual synth that also comes with Trigger Finger. So let's have a look at that now. So firstly, what's hosting the sounds is two elements. We have a plugin called Arsenal, which hosts all of my internal VIs, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But obviously the sound device that we're using, which hosts all the expansion packs from all the record labels and the artists, is air drums. So when we look at air drums, we can see all of our expansion packs. And just to rephrase, the amount of content that comes with Triggerfinger Pro is unbelievable. It's the highest quality that you'll find on the market. You know, the programming, the engineering that's been involved with these plugins is quite spectacular. So if we go through the tool room stuff, we can see each artist has 12 different drum kits. You've got dedicated kick drum, sound banks, snares, claps, percussion, shakers. So if I want to pull up all the kicks or all the claps, I can just load those straight onto the pads. And then I can customize every single pack as well. So if we go into the artist packs, let's go to Mark Knight, I can see all the kicks, all the snares, all the claps. Everything has its individual components. If we go to Anomaly, who's the Timbaland sound designer, you can see all of his kicks, snares. You can just see there's hundreds and hundreds of sounds. And all these sounds, none of them are throwaway. They're all amazing produced samples. So let's just go through to the hardware again. So I've got 4 banks. They're all color coded with the software as well. So we've got bank A, B, C, and D over here. And then we have the step sequencer grid. So I simply select the sound that I want to put into the step sequencer and start implementing my notes. I then got another button here that says control. Now I've got 12 controllers here across 4 banks as well. So this gives me 48 controls, which I can assign to any plugin. I can auto assign via Arsenal as well. So any plugin that I bring up will auto map directly to the plugin, or I can simply go to the learn mode on the software and just assign it manually myself. It's very simple parameters. Air drums comes up on my screen. I can see what drum kit that I have. So this is the René Hermes kit, number 2. So I can see that I've got my tool room multi-kit set up. So I have all my data on the screen, which is very useful. So I take my kick drum. I'm in sequence, I'm on 1 bar. I can change that to 4 bars if I want. I've got an empty sequence. I'm at 122 beats per minute, and my velocity is at 127. So that's my kick. I can now go to a vocal. Now, I can bring the velocity down this. That's those elements. Hi-hats, bring the velocity down. Bring the velocity up, do my claps. Put a snare. So that's how quick you can make a beat, just with 1 kit. Now, you know, there's over 200-300 different drum kits from all these record labels inside, so every drum kit just sounds incredible. So we can now go to bank B. I got another drum kit. Building up my hi-hat pattern. I can go shakers, bring the velocity down. Now I've got a shaker pattern. I can bring my velocities up and start getting more of a humanized feel just by implementing the notes with different values. And then if I solo that, you know, that took literally about 2 seconds to do. Come out of that. I can mute my channels as well. Just slide across the pads. Turn them off and on, very sensitive. Now, on bank D, I've assigned my pads to generate MIDI on MIDI channels 4 and MIDI channels 5. So when I pull up hybrid, and I said hybrid is an incredible, powerful synth, which comes with about 3,000 sounds. And I've got my bass lines and synth sounds onto the pads. I can go to my gate, open the gate up.
I go to MIDI channel 4, which is assigned to these 8 pads. And then I can go to control, and I go to my control bank D, which is generating my MIDI assignable controls. So we can then control the sound that way. Turn the synth off. And we'll go back to the bass sound. Go to hybrid. And we'll change some of the patches on here as well. Go to my controls. Put some reverb on it. So many sounds for us to choose from. And then we can do group muting on the pads as well. So great for live. And I can also start layering loops. Now all the loops in the folders are all Rex files, so everything will sync with what I'm doing. So if I go to bank C, and I've got some loops here, now there's a loop playing, all in time. I can solo. Go back to my bank, where my samples are. This is where my drums, mute the channels. Go bank B, go to my loop, bring my hats back in, so you see how much control I've got over the drums. Again, if I want to start making different styles of drums and changing my beat, I can simply go to different drum samples. So I go to bank A. This is go to control. And I can see I got Rene Amez, kit 2. I can now go through my sounds and look at what I want to see visually. So if I'm in air drums, to Arsenal, and I can look at the different expansion packs that I have inside. If I go to say Mark Knight, I can now see all of Mark Knight's drums, so I can go that's Mark Knight's kit. Mute hybrid for a minute. Put another drum kit on. And you can hear the quality of all these drums. Bring hybrid back in. Go back to hybrid, pick a different bass sound. Go back to Mark Knight. Every time I open up a new bank, all the sounds are already automatically assigned. They've been really well produced, so I'm not getting any throwaway drum samples with everything I'm doing. So basically, the great thing about Arsenal in working in conjunction with the hardware is that in here, you can see all your third-party plugins. So, you know, in here you can see that I've got Vacuum Pro, I've got Arturia, Jupiter, I've got Hybrid, I've got Gladiator, I have Battery, I have all these different plugins that I can use from any manufacturer, and then I can see them on my screen. So if I come out of Hybrid and say go to Gladiator, and I see all my presets here, and I load this up as a sound. Here's the plugin, and I now have Gladiator on the screen. So I have all the parameters that are your natural, normal, you know, your normal assignable controls will come up automatically, and I can manipulate these. I can put Arsenal into learn mode and change all these parameters, or I can go through the banks and see all the different parameters that are already auto-mapped. So I can go from Gladiator. If I don't want Gladiator, I can come out of Gladiator, go to Hybrid, and now I've got Hybrid up. Hybrid's changed. And now I can manipulate Hybrid, which is super fast. You know, if you're trying to do that in the DAW and you want to go through multiple sound, you know, multiple plugins on each channel, it's quite time consuming. So I can come out of this and maybe go to Jupiter. I can now see Jupiter come up on my screen, and I have all the parameters for that plugin, which are all here. And it comes up and you see a visual display of that particular plugin from that manufacturer. So we'll come out, go back to Hybrid, and now I want to find basses. So I can go to bass. I've got 388 basses from the original amount of samples that I had on the plugin, which was, as we go to here, 1,666. 388 of those are basses. I want dark bass, and now I can just pick up the bass, and we're there. Now, if I don't like the control layout, I can go to Arsenal, go to Learn Mode, and now these will be highlighted. I can select this one and then go to my parameters on Hybrid and go, okay, this one here will be cutoff, this one here will be resonance, this one here will be reverb, and this one here will be delay. Come out of Learn Mode, and now these are all patched in, as you can see. So super fast. And again, I can go through any patch, any sound, you know, in a very quick period of time, and I can see all the visual display on the screen. You know, Hybrid 3 comes with the Trigger Finger Pro, and again, just having a quick brief look at Hybrid 3, you've got 6 oscillators, 2-part synth, with absolutely thousands and thousands of presets inside. You have all these artist packs from all these top artists. You have bass samples from them, synth lines, arpeggiators. You have all the prime loops, exclusive presets for Hybrid that only comes with Trigger Finger as well. So when you look at the whole bundle, it's an incredible piece of production equipment with a step sequencer, with huge amounts of content library for an incredible price point. And it will integrate with anybody's studio, with any DAW, and you really don't have a massive learning curve because the software just basically runs as a plugin. And that is the Trigger Finger Pro.